What's going on, SML? It is time. I think this is the one that everybody's looking forward to is Dump versus Prime round 3. Uh, Torque on the call here. What do you think, Torque? How do you see this one going?
Man, I think there's a lot of pressure both ways on both guys. For Prime, you're playing a guy that's beat you twice. He's in your division, and you want to. Uh, Everyone always says Prime's different in the playoffs, right? And at some point, you got to feel the pressure of that. But on the other side, I feel like Dump, man, the weight of the world, because we've talked about how nothing really matters in the regular season. Anyone can beat anyone. So for Dump, especially given the last playoff appearance he had against Prime, he's got to be feeling like extremely overwhelmed going into this one.
Yeah, I mean, you think the confidence has to be at an all-time high, but it didn't sound like it in chat. He's talking about the typical just happy to be here. Or Prime's the goat, whatever. Um, but I think after winning 2 in a row, I think he's got to be feeling good, especially the second one. First one you can chalk it up to week 1. Everybody does. But I think that second win, when Prime after he made the video, Prime really wanted to get one
Right.
back, and I think that gave him a little bit of confidence going into this game. So we'll see how it plays out. I think it's going to be Prime. I think it's tough to bet against him in the playoffs, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a one possession game. I don't think we're going to see the same blowout material. We had the difference in Dump's team this year, as we mentioned it in chat a little bit. Me not knowing what trade is what, but Dump has some new offensive weapons with Caleb Williams and a new running back as well. Not sure, can't remember his name, but he's not entirely leaning on the run, so to say, as he was the last two playoffs he appeared in. So eager to see what Dump does here, but the pressure is on for him. I have the Lions winning this one by 3 late.
Yeah, running back is Mackey. That's the one he got back in the Long trade, and I think you're right. I think losing Long, as much as I think it hurt maybe early, learning to start to play more balanced again, I think is going to help him out in the long run. And it looks like Bears are going to receive. He's going to try to bring it back to the middle, and that costs him a little bit. Only gets to the 19-yard line.
Was Dump running a reverse there of some sort?
He may
Or
have been. I didn't notice. I hate those reverses. I feel like 9 out of 10, I either can't get the pitch off or I fumble.
yeah, I'm not a fan of those. I try to just stay along the corners.
Yeah. Now I did have one early in the cycle, and I ran it back on Grim. I think it was even before the cycle. But there's Mackey. First play of the game. He's going to run it for 9 yards. He gets a nice, favorable animation there to fall forward. Second and 1. So a big run for Dump to start the game.
I think in a lot of these playoff games we've seen so far too, Bomber, is like guys that have established a run have really had success offensively. I think back to Tug specifically against Dan. Even Dan in that game ran the football
Yep.
extremely well. So Dump's got to be super excited
And
to
Dump
be
with the
doing
play
that.
fake. He's going to hit Flowers in the slot, and it's going to be a first down to the 40-yard line. Uh, Dump coming out firing.
Yeah, Dump coming. Man, that was a dot right there. He made the audible or the hot route assignment there to Flowers and fits it in a tight window right there. He won't be able to get away with those too often though against Prime.
There it is. Nick's going to drop back. This time he's going to go underneath Dunze. He's got some space, not a lot of speed there, so he's not going to outrun anybody to the end zone, but he gets all the way down to the 13, and the Lions really putting the pressure on that, or rather the Bears putting the pressure on that Lions defense.
Yeah, 3 plays in. I mean, we've had some really big plays. Mackey 9-yard run and then 2 really big passes have set the tone for Dump early in this one.
All right, here he goes out of the pistol. He's going to hand it off to Mackey to the left side. Mackey brought down, though, after a 4-yard gain.
Man, credit to Dump right there for not bouncing that out. I mean, if he'd have bounced that out, we're looking at a 2, 3 yard loss. He follows his blockers well. That was a good read, even though it only picked up 4. Big difference in losing 3 versus gaining 4 there.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go with the easier yards as opposed to the big play, and he did there. Now he's coming out 4 wide. Mackey in the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got the zig on the left side, Prime all over it, and that's one thing Prime covers really well.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Prime user the safety as much as he is right now, and it's kind of intriguing a little bit. Throwing Dump off potentially. I know he's typically a middle linebacker user.
Yeah, typically. And KP says he had the table route for a touchdown. I think when guys put a zig on though, I think that's like the number one read. Like locked in on that a lot of times.
Yeah, they're dialed in on that.
Here it is, inside zone, and it's going to be in for a touchdown, untouched for Mackey. Bears get the ball to start and immediately put 6 on the board.
Great drive by Dump right there. He's got to be feeling really good. You know, and I don't think Prime is worried yet because he gets a chance to answer, and it's early. But if you're Prime, man, you might be a little worried about how easy that offense kind of walked down the field there, at both passing and running.
Yeah, really no pressure there, and then plenty of running lanes. I think the big thing is Prime doesn't get rattled. First drive of the game. He knows 7's going to be not enough to win the game for either team. So, and Springs brings it out. I thought Springs was injured. I guess he's back for this game, but he brings it out again to the 19. Neither team able to get to the 20-yard line on the kickoff.
Now here's going to be what intrigues me the most about this entire game is Dump's defense. He's obviously figured something out potentially, but can he do it in the playoffs is the real question.
And now you can see Milton drops back to pass. He's got the drag to Walton, who gets the edge. He's going to pick up the first down. Looks like he goes out of bounds or takes a big hit. At the 33, though, clock stops.
Yeah, Prime, to me, it looks like for both teams right now, so far, there's not really a pass rush. And if you can't get pressure on Prime, he can sit back in the pocket. It's a long day.
Big stop there for Dump, though. User and Cody Simon ends up taking him down for a 1-yard loss. Big stop to make it a 2nd and 11 here.
Yeah, that was big time.
I do feel like the run game has been very wide open this postseason, and we haven't seen a lot of pass rush. Now, I think Slice had a little bit earlier, but that was, I think, when QP was down 14. Milton again drops back. Oh, uncharacteristic bad throw to Gibbs. Gibbs can't make the catch either. And that
was a weird animation.
Right off the bat.
Really weird throwing animation right there from Milton.
Yeah, AJ says he hates that animation. I've seen it a couple times. Leading guys up the field, it feels like.
Yeah, I think that's exactly when you get it.
And here he is, 3rd and 11. You can see Dump has the 3 safeties deep. Gets pressure with the defensive tackle. Throw out a sack is going to be incomplete.
Big stop for Dump right there. Wow. Prime's gonna have to punt this thing.
Yeah, as much as we just said we haven't seen pass rush, and he gets a guy through with that 3-man rush right away. That cover 2 is a big Dan play too.
Yeah, and Dump actually set his, I think his zones to 10 yards there. So
yeah, he set all of them to 10.
Yeah, that was kind of odd, I thought, as well.
All right, so here he is out of I formation. Looks like he's going through his audibles here. Looks like he's settled on a run play to Mackey, who's going to get blown up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Ran right into that blitz by Prime.
Yeah, that was a big-time tackle. Eager to see if Prime, this is where I feel like most guys fail against Prime, and I haven't played Prime enough, but I've watched these games over and over again throughout the playoffs, is they get the stop they need, the punt, right, so to say, and like I feel like they get like ultra conservative or super nervous trying to go up that extra score.
And right on cue, Dump comes out 5 wide. He had the drag, but he throws the post, and it's going to be picked off by Smith Wade, who runs inside, back outside, and then drugged down at the 34-yard line. So maybe the conservative route was the way to go. He did have the drags wide open.
Right, and that's what I was talking about. It's just like, it's almost like the panic kind of sets in of like the pressure of going up 2 scores on Prime.
There he goes. It's going to be a draw play to Gibbs, and again, shut down right at the line of scrimmage.
Do you think we'll see more running of the football for Prime this drive here?
Maybe this drive. If it continues to go the way it has so far, though, I think he's going to end up pass heavy. But he'll use those little passes, the quick passing game, as like this type of run game. And he picks up the first there on an out to Marvin Harrison Jr.
I forgot he picked up Marvin Harrison Jr. in the offseason on the trades with Soda, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hell of an offense with Gibbs, Jameson Williams, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. But Gibbs is going to take it in for the touchdown. And just like that, that interception comes back to bite Dump, and it's going to be a 7-7 game.
Yeah, if you're Dump, you're obviously frustrated with the turnover, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still 7-7 tie ball game. You get the ball back. I really would like to see him come back out and run the football and kind of do what he did the first drive, is just take what Prime gives you. Don't try to do the extra.
And here he's running into that blocker. I think everybody hates that up man on the returns, and it slows him down. He only gets to the 25-yard line. Now this is big for Dump. He's got to come out with a nice drive here. Don't turn it over again.
Yeah, and this is where I think the last time they played, it was very similar early on, and then Prime just kind of put all the pressure on him.
Here it is. Nick's going to be at a single back. He's going to hand it off to Mackey up the middle, who's got lots of room. Makes the spin move. He's got one guy to beat, and Prime didn't even click onto him to use him. That's going to be a touchdown Bears. Huge run. Way to bounce back for Dump there.
Big time bounce back right there. Man, Mackey hit that hole, but after that spin move, man, he was gone. Didn't even speed boost either, just was gone. I mean, great run by Dump right there.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Prime didn't click onto that defender coming from the left side of the screen, but I think he just conceded it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know what Mackey's speed is, so to say, but man, when he got out of the spin move, man, he was gone. He was off to the races.
All right, Dump's going to kick off. It's going to be fielded inside the 5, springs to the inside, back to the outside, down at the 22. Does feel like that kind of, like we've seen it a lot this cycle. Guys try to go into the middle and then bounce back outside, and really the defense seems to stay in their lanes and cover it fairly well.
for the most part, right? Until you need them. Until you need them to. Absolutely need them to.
Better than the run game pursuit angles. And there's Gibbs up the middle, makes a man miss. He's going to get down to the 38. Both run games starting to open up, it feels like. Yeah,
and I feel like Prime is starting to really feel that as well. Dumps obviously saw it last drive, but I think Prime right there, based off of that run he saw, he might need to lean on it a little more.
And Gibbs just absolutely blown up in the backfield. We got an injury. It's going to be a Bears player injured.
Yeah, the guy who instant shed throws the guy on the ground injured.
Somehow the entire Bears defensive line was behind the offensive line.
Yeah, that was insane.
Prime coming out, pistol, trips to the left. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to take a shot deep. Williams has a step on him. He's got it. He drops it.
Drops it. Oh, I know.
Shamar Turner, he's going to be back. Maybe.
Prime's got to be sick with that one.
Yeah, usually you don't see Prime overthrow those. He's generally nails those deep shots, and he's got to feel bad because he had him. I mean,
I don't know if I had that animation either, and I think Dump used it and it pulled him off. I mean,
Milton going to drop back to pass again. Prime waited a long time for that post, and he hits him. I can't believe he hung on to that.
That was Dump's sick after that one. I mean, that was a dot.
And I'm pretty sure he threw out a sack on that too. He was hit.
Man.
And there's Gibbs makes it. Just drops the safety, and he walks in for a touchdown. He's gonna clip that one.
Yeah, somebody get that man out of the roller skates on there. Whew, that was brutal.
I mean, he lost his ankles, his knees, and his drawers.
Yeah. Yeah, that poor guy.
And that's going to tie it up. So a lot of fireworks early. I mean, we're only through one quarter. And we've already seen both guys come out and have big drives and then go ahead and have big plays on their successive drives. This is,
that's what's crazy
a good
to
one.
me is we're at 28 points scored in the first quarter, and they both have punted and turned the ball over, which is bizarre, but that's awesome too. I mean, we're in for a fun one, I believe.
Yep, Bears going to start with the ball at the 24-yard line. I think someone mentioned it in chat earlier. Dump needs to stick with the run game, and after the way Mackey has carried the ball so far, I think that's probably the best strategy for him.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd be absolutely crazy not to, considering Mackey and Gibbs both.
Looks like he's going to play fake here. He's got time. He throws the streak, and it's going to be caught by Loveland. I feel like that was so fast. He was throwing that no matter what.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
that was.
Prime wasn't on it.
I think Prime was selling out to stop the run there, but I don't know. That was just a good hot route early. Got it out quick.
All right, here he goes, pistol formation. And they hand it off to Mackey. Mackey gets to the outside. One man to beat. I think he's got him. Oh, and Cox just able to drag him down at the 15. That's a pretty quick linebacker to chase down Mackey.
I just saw Mackey's rushing stats. 6 carries for 136 yards. Yeah, Dump would be insane.
Yeah. And I'll say, when I beat Prime in the Super Bowl, it was on the back of the run game. I played good defense that game, but really it was the run game carried everything in. Hit as he throws. That's going to fall incomplete. Really surprised he didn't go right back to a run there.
Yeah, me too. And that's what Dump has to be careful of, man. Like, you know, we saw it with Tug in your game. You know, the one play could be the difference. And to me, it was the comeback route that you intercepted in that game. So in these playoffs, man, you're one play away.
Yeah, we saw it with Dump right after he got the stop. He immediately threw an interception.
Right.
Those are the things you got to capitalize on, not undo them. All right, 3rd and 10. This would be a big stop here for Prime if he can hold him.
Yeah, I'm eager to see what Dump comes out and tries to do. It looks like he's probably going to try to hit that angle route.
Oh, Prime's on it. Oh, he picked it. He read that the whole way.
Yeah,
just like you said, I think Prime knew he wanted the angle route, and he immediately, as soon as that angle route cut, he dropped the guy he was on to go for it.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about it in the red zone. So many guys fixate on routes. It's a common thing, kind of like that zig. Tough one there for Dump, but hats off to Prime.
Yep. Now he hands it off to Gibbs up the middle. Really nowhere to go. He kind of looked like he saw maybe a hole to the right. Didn't like the way it shaped up. Tried to go back left, and there was just nothing there.
I like how you're seeing both guys now in early downs. They're using that safety to come downhill and try to stop the run.
They both know the run's coming early.
I'm waiting to see which one takes advantage of it a little bit and catches one cheating down a little bit.
Oh, and it looks like it's going to be an off. This is the second offside. He does not have a step on him, and he still almost makes the catch. But another one of those stupid offsides, and that one wasn't even off a hurry up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I saw that more so in college football this past year than Madden, but same creators, you know.
Yeah, the only ones I've seen it on have seemed to be hurry up. That's the first one that wasn't. Prime going to dump it off to the flat to Gibbs. Gibbs going to pick up the first down, out of bounds at the 37. With 4:39 here, Prime gets the ball in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking to run this entire clock out.
Oh yeah, and he's really good at doing it. You know, especially if you can't stop him on the ground.
Oh, immediate pressure. He sent the blitz there, and it got there. Milton throws it into the back of the offensive line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. And Prime's going to stay under center here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Dump's going to be bringing the house on this one.
Nope. Tight formation. Going to be a handoff to Springs up the middle. Tons of room. And he's going to be down just past midfield. And that was Springs. We didn't, no Gibbs on that play. We got Springs. And Gibbs
Yeah,
back
Dump's
in
user got completely washed on that play by an offensive lineman.
And it's going to be Gibbs up the middle this time. Gibbs only going to pick up 4 yards. And another zero blitz. That's 2 in the last 3 plays. I'm curious to see if he keeps up with that pace of zero blitzes. Prime's going to eventually catch on, I would think.
Whoa.
Oh, dangerous throw to Watson. And Claiborne, Dump's guy, was all over that.
Yeah, that was
3rd and 5.
That was very scary right there. Prime might have gotten away with one right there. This is the hardest what do you think about this, like 3rd and 5? So many guys, it's, you know, a lot of guys look short, but I've heard some of the guys like QP and others talk about exactly that right there, of attacking deep.
Yeah, Prime goes to the deep route there, the in route to Marvin Harrison. I think it depends. I think if it's the first one, you're kind of wide open. But if you start doing it shallow, the defense is going to catch on. So a deep one might pay off. But there, he gets stopped for a 3-yard loss and another zero blitz.
Yep. He's starting to cheat a little bit to the run on first down. I'm waiting for Prime to kind of set him up and bait him a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see, maybe not right away, but maybe next first down, run like a PA boot.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
PA boot, maybe like a toss play. Even the screens are dangerous because you never know if the running back's going to get caught. But Prime drops back. He's got the out. It's going to be Harrison. He possession catches it and goes down. I think he had the touchdown.
I think he did too. And the other thing too is, I don't know if Dump realized this yet, but I think he still has everything at 5 yards. All of his zone adjustments.
He very well may be. He's got everybody moved up. And he, again, sells out on the blitz. That time he was usering a guy that was blitzing, and which is fine as long as you're blitzing. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he's selling out to the run on first down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all in.
That's at least three first downs in a row that I've noticed have been a zero blitz. At some point, Prime's got to catch on and stop running right at it.
And
I will say, though, that gets dangerous because if he does break one,
right,
he's gone.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing behind.
Milton going to drop back. There's the throw to Gibbs in the flat. Tries to make man miss. I thought Dump did a really good job there of not overcommitting one way or the other.
Yeah, I think his user was just out of. It was kind of weird. Like, I think he ran a curl and then the little flat route to the running back, and he wasn't on either. So, but it was a good tackle in open space against Gibbs.
3rd and 2. He's gonna let a lot of the clock run here. I guess not. He snaps it at 18. He hits Harrison, and that's gonna be a first down at the 2-yard line. I'd be surprised if he doesn't run a little bit of yeah, there it is. 2 clock is on.
I almost want to see if Dump will like pass commit here to give himself a chance to get the ball.
I mean, you can see him shooting up with Young there. And it's a blitz again. And this time it gets picked up and Gibbs just walks in. And that's another one. First down, 0 blitz.
Yeah. But like you said, even if, like if we're on the 50-yard line, so to say, he's wide open right there. Gibbs is gone.
Yeah.
So
now Dump has a minute 2 here. And really so far, Dump's offense, a minute 2 is forever.
Yeah, and this Madden, absolutely. I mean, you basically start in field goal range, and he guessed right on the kickoff.
He guessed right, and then a nice little move there to make the user miss. Goes out of bounds at the 29.
Does have a timeout to play with as well, but the worst thing that could happen here, and I hate saying it to anybody who's playing, but just like, don't be stupid here. I mean, this is where you can definitely lose a game. I wouldn't even say you could win a game here. You could lose one quick if you're not careful.
All right, so it's 2nd and 10. Big thing is no turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, just even that throw is like, it just makes me nervous, man.
53 seconds. Yeah, and the thing is, you got to, Prime is getting the ball back in the second half. I know you don't want him to be up 2 scores, but you really don't want to throw a dumb pick here and give him another 3 before half.
Right, because then you're chasing the rest of it.
No, I saw Dump run that one. Inside zone, I mean, that's really doesn't mean he's conceding because sometimes those inside zones go for 80 yards.
Are you shocked to not see a timeout here by Prime?
Not
well,
really.
he does get the ball back. I mean,
he gets the ball back. I always worry about calling the timeout here because then, especially a 3rd and 8, it's not that hard. And if they pick it up, I just gave him a free timeout.
Right. I have seen Prime though. When he smells blood in the water, he'll do that.
Yeah, and he did take one there. I don't think he liked what he saw, and he decided he needed to call the timeout. I mean, and plenty of clock ran off too. I just feel like here, if Dump's going to concede the half, don't call timeout and make him go for it, and then next thing you know, he's like, well, I can get 3, and he.
Well, the weird thing is here though too, like dumped in a spot where he can't really concede because I feel like Prime could stop him and still come back down and kick a field goal
Yeah.
just for where the distance is. Dump kind of put himself in a bind here.
He's going to drop back. He throws it over, and it's picked off. And Prime turns around. He's got a little bit of space. Looks like they're going to make the stop. 15 seconds to go at the 35. Easily in field goal range.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. That's what cannot happen in that situation.
Now Prime coming out empty here. He's going to throw it deep. Oh, Marvin Harrison against a linebacker and unable to convert there. I think he got the matchup he wanted, but just unable to do anything with it. And now only 10 seconds to go.
I think we'll see a run.
Yeah, I feel like you just get lined up for the field goal. He's going to throw a comeback. It's going to go to Williams. Williams is going to go out at the 19, 5 seconds, and now you're probably going to have to kick anyway.
Man, I thought Williams was going to stay in balance for a little. I think if he would have, with how fast he is, man, he could have scored there. But, I mean, it's so hard to do that in Madden when they start tiptoeing.
And you got to think you're kicking here anyway. Oh, he's not. He's going to come out and try to run one more play with 5 seconds to go. He's got the timeout. Three, two, and he just throws it away. Dangerous, because that was a long 1 second there.
It was. It sat there for a minute.
That's why I would like to see him just run on the last play that you threw that comeback, line it up, take the timeout, and kick the field goal.
Golly. If you're Dump, you got to be absolutely sick with how you ended the half right there.
Yeah. I mean, and you said it. You can. You're not going to win the game there, but you can lose it.
Right.
And now Prime's got a 10-point lead and gets the ball.
And all the momentum,
yep,
in the building.
Yeah, even if you get a stop here, he's got a 2-score lead. And Prime goes out of bounds, 21-yard line.
That's what I need to start doing more of. These damn kickoffs is going out of bounds. When I guess wrong, I'm like, due to fumble.
I had a fumble that pretty much was the difference in the game. So
that's all it takes in this Madden, man. It's just one
I
bonehead,
saw the game with me and
weird.
Tug yesterday. One turnover. There was only one turnover the entire game, and that was the difference. Milton going to drop back. He's got springs to the outside. Dump had him, but then he went for the punch out with the little chicken wing, and it stopped the guy from making the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like Prime Edwin Encarnacion. Is that who that was? Is that who it was for the Blue Jays years ago who would hold his parrot out there?
I don't remember that one, maybe. He's got
MLB guy.
Wolf. I think that's the tight end he got from Matt, and he's going to pick up a first down there.
Matt's over there cheesing. Contributed to Prime's playoff run.
94 Y. That play looks really similar to that Y sail play.
Yeah, it is similar. I think I have that one in mind.
Looks like that tight end route is a little more squared off. And he gets another first down. This time a drag play there. I think that was Wolf again.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see some desperation from Dump a little bit. He's going to start having his defenders miss tackles or be out of position because he's trying to go for the strip.
And there's the play fake. Dump, really nice user there. Took the fullback away, though.
Yeah, that was really nice. A little switch stick there, I believe.
Yeah, I think the problem that Dump's going to run into here is with that 2-score lead, Prime will just slowly chip away, move down the field. It's going to be very methodical, very slow, no big risks. And Springs stopped at the 41.
Yeah, and it almost kind of makes you sick a little bit because it's almost like he bleeds you out. At this point, you're like, and a lot of the great ones do, I think, in the league. They just, when they get that, it's like 10 points, the 2-score lead, you're like, crap, now I gotta be perfect the rest of the game. They don't. They're, they're going to take the 5-yard out. I'm over here trying to throw bombs. It's just, it gets to be super frustrating when you're on that end of it.
Interesting. Dump just set his zone depths to 5 and 10. And Prime takes the underneath to Gibbs and picks up the first down.
God, he just snuck out of the backfield there. I didn't even see him.
There's that 3-man rush with the 3 double cloud out of 3-3-5.
And it's getting pressure. It looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, Milton was smoked on that play.
Milton drops back, and this time he's going to hit Wolf on and out again. Picks up 7 more yards.
Prime's just doing what he wants. I think he's kind of in that flow of he's really confident. You can see he's picking his plays quick, getting out of the huddle.
Yeah, and it's
Just
Dump's
all Prime
playing,
right
he's
now.
playing underneath and in that short zone, but Prime's still able to complete him. And that time Gibbs gets stopped. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, Dump is playing everything kind of underneath. He's going to go mess around with his flat settings again and curl flats, putting them at 5. So
Puts them both
he's
at
selling
5.
out.
Yeah,
I don't like having. It's very hard for me to put.
and there's Prime. Had the drag again. It looked like Dump had the user. He pulls it out and he misses. Missed with the tackle, and Prime gets another touchdown, and that's going to make this 31-14. We're going to have a 17-point game halfway through the 3rd quarter. Now it's going to be a problem for Dump.
Yeah, and we're starting to see the very similar. It's starting to remind me of the last time they met up in the playoffs. Man, it's just the one big mistake. Prime has kind of shut him down, forced him into some errant decisions, and I feel like Dump's blinked, and now Prime's running away with this thing.
Now this is almost an identical score to what we saw earlier. I think QP was up 31-14 after a 31-point run. And Slice was able to come back and at least have a shot at the end. We'll see if Dump can kind of settle in and do the same. But I think he's got to go back to Mackey.
Yeah, and that's, I think he feels the pressure of having to come out and score in bunches, and that's just not the case.
And that's going to do it right there. Sack fumble. You saw him he drifted pretty deep and then went to the right a little bit, and everybody disengaged.
I think he had Mackey on the wheel route. I think he came open later, I should say. I don't think he would have had time to throw it. But, yeah, that just about probably puts a dagger in this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there's Gibbs up the middle. Little stutter step makes the guy miss. Down to the 7. And it looks like, I hate when that happens. I think he probably meant to pinch the line or do something like that, and they switch sides completely.
Prime just sent in chat. He's on TikTok. He's sending TikToks to Dump.
Oh, now I got to look.
Of Khabib. Beating Conor McGregor and telling him to talk now. Talk to me now. So that's exactly where Prime's mind is.
Yeah. That's why I say that second game that they played this regular season. Oh, he gets a nice stop, but it's going to be 1st and goal, of course. That second game, everybody talked about it was regular season, but I think Prime wanted it after that video in week 1. So,
well, the other thing too that's kind of like throwing me off the more I think about this narrative. It's a good stop there.
he stops him again.
But the narrative was Dump kind of came out and he was running his mouth the first 2 games, and then we get in the playoffs and it's like, where's that guy?
Yeah.
That's, and I think to a certain extent a little bit, like if you're gonna be that guy, play the character, man. Play Prime's mind game with him,
Yeah, I've never understood the kind of bipolar Dump. He's one minute he's high and he's the best thing in the league. The next minute it's I'm lucky to be here. I hope I make the playoffs.
And he's consistently, since he's been back in the SML, he's been back in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know that he's missed one yet.
Runs into the buzzsaw of Prime.
Which is pretty much everybody at this point. And another one
Right.
up the middle. He gets a 3rd stop. You think Prime goes for this, or does he just kick it?
I could see him going for it just because of seeing that video in chat on Discord.
I mean, and you're
says
talking
it
about
all
going
to
from
me.
17 to 20. It's still a 3-score game.
Right. Yeah, there's he's smelling the blood in the water.
Yeah,
He
and only
wants to go.
17, so he can go for it. He's not up 20 or more. Is this a trips inside zone? No, he's not going to run the inside zone. Just to the right, throws it back across, and he's going to be stopped. So dump, goal line defense holds. You know, you go down and get a touchdown, get 7 here. You're looking at a 10-point game going into the fourth quarter. Early fourth quarter. Hell, Mackey could house it from here.
He could. This Maryland set either works well or it does that.
Yeah.
Where I feel like everyone gets clogged up.
It's definitely becoming not too widespread, but I've seen it more than once. Different guys running it. I ran it earlier in the cycle and didn't really care for it. He's going to take a shot deep. Adunze, he makes the catch. That's going to be a first down Bears at the 49-yard line. 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oof. I mean, at this point, I guess you do have to risk it a little bit because Prime had everything underneath.
Yeah, I thought Prime even had the better position, but Adunze just taller and went up and got it. Here it is, 3 seconds in the third quarter. He's going to dump it off underneath to Adunze, who breaks 2 tackles, gets to the outside, spins back in. One guy to make miss. He outruns him. He's going to run him for the touchdown to end the third quarter, and that's ideal for Dump. He gets the entire fourth quarter to come back from 10 down.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Dump, that's a breath of fresh air right there. You hadn't seen that end zone in a while, buddy.
Yeah. Nice run there. I mean, he broke 2 tackles early, and then the spin move, and then even outran the guy at the end.
As he just sends the gif in chat of the little dude with his eyebrows popped up. So there's some mind games being played in chat, man.
And Tiny says that's why dive tackles are fine.
Oh, come on, Tiny. I think I saw Dan with a few dive tackles in his game versus Tug.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it was a couple cycles ago, but they were named Dan tackles for a reason. And Gibbs returning kicks.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, that's odd.
Yeah.
Someone on special teams going to get fired on that line side.
Especially if he ends up injured. All right, Milton out of the shotgun. And he's going to be down at the 32, 2nd and 3. Tiny asks, do you think Prime puckers if Dump gets this to 3 or 6?
No.
I
because
think
he's been here before.
If he gets it to 6, that means that Prime just took 2 safeties. Tiny's Tennessee math means that Prime got 2 safeties for Dump to get it to a 6-point game. He's definitely puckered if he takes 2 safeties.
Man, what a ball right there.
Oh, Gibbs has the edge. He moves back inside, back outside. He put Loomis on skates, but it allowed the rest of the defense to catch up. And there's that outside run against that 0 blitz.
Poor Loomis. Oof, that guy's been on skates, I feel like, all night. He doesn't know where Gibbs is. He just sees the ghost of Gibbs.
Hands it off to Springs. Springs up the middle, going to pick up 7 yards. And this is all Prime has to do, is just keep the chains moving. Get these 6, 7-yard gains. First down after first down. That clock is going to be his best weapon here.
Yeah, and you're due to make another mistake if you play this brand of football right here.
Yep, and there's Springs picks up the first down. Another 0 blitz there. I just keep waiting for the play action boot to.
Oh, it's going to be wide open.
Springs a little stutter step before going through the hole, and he's going to pick up the first down with a really favorable animation where he rolls across the defender.
Yeah, man. He's solid little backup running back right there. He's just bouncing off of people like a little pinball machine.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got him in. I think he's the one that's like 5'5" and really high, change of direction. Gets to the outside. Jukes back in. He's going to walk in, touchdown, Lions, and I think that's about going to do it.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote.
Back to 17 points with under 4 to go.
And Prime was able to take a chunk out of that clock.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back to a 3-score game. And what we're seeing is Dump just can't get the stop, so it doesn't matter.
No, and I think, you know, you can look back on this game and you could talk about the before the half and everything, but I think, and I kind of spoke about it, is a lot of people struggle against really good players when they get that stop, that punt, or that interception, and they can't capitalize on scoring right there. Because I think you got to be able to keep putting the pressure on these really elite players. I think it, you know, makes them not take a play off, so to say. You know, when Prime got that interception, I felt like it was all gas, no brakes after that.
Yeah, I think everybody is kind of and he bats down the pass. So
God.
Dump had a guy, just couldn't get it. Prime got a favorable defensive line animation to get a swat there. But I think, to your point, I think everyone is susceptible to that snowballing effect when you start to do things wrong and,
Oh, yeah.
you know, immediately giving the ball back and kind of pulling him out of that is where you really hurt yourself more than anything.
Yeah,
We've
because I
seen
feel like
the Super Bowl
can,
I played Prime, you could see as the game got late, he started he was off. It wasn't
right.
As crisp. You start pressing more, especially when the clock starts ticking.
And I think that's the key to beating anyone who's considered a good player in the SML. Like, you have to make them feel the pressure at some point, and you can't do that with turning the ball over and things like that.
A nice play there to Odunze. Another spin move off of a defender. He does really good with that spin move breaking a tackle.
He does.
A lot of guys spin move to miss a tackle, but he seems to spin out of tackles. Gonna drop back. He's going to take a deep shot. I think he's got him. It's going to be Burden. Burden in for the touchdown. 2:43 left in the game.
That was a nice ball right there. Good read.
Yeah, he snuck it in there just beyond the safety's reach. And I don't think Burden's much of a burner either.
No, and I think it's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really a lot of Odunze, a little bit of Loveland. Ooh, Marvin Harrison Jr. goes up and gets that ball. So now with 2:42 left, Dump does have all 3 timeouts.
He does. That's why I was almost, well, I mean, you do have to onside there, I believe. But
yeah, I think you're fine with the onside because if you still need to
it's
stop.
At 10.
And if you hold them to 3, then it's still a 2-score game. Nothing really changed. And Dump's going to use his timeouts now.
Yeah, he does have the 2-minute warning. That'll help for sure, but he's got to get a stop here. He can't let Prime get a first down.
Here it is. Prime's going to be under center with Milton. Going to drop back. Dump was all over the drag. Milton going to take off. Milton's got space. He goes down just short of the first. Dump uses his second timeout.
Man, you got to be sick if you're Dump on that one. You had everything locked up.
Do you think
played the drag perfect, played the in route, the 10-yard in route really well, and he takes off.
Do you think Prime intentionally went down short so he could have one more play before the first down?
I don't know. I think
he's got the drag. William, I don't know if he spun as soon as he caught that or if he just possession caught it. There's the zero blitz. This one Prime was ready for.
Yep, and he's going to tick this thing down.
Yeah, I'm surprised he. I don't know. Was the clock stopped? I didn't think it was stopped.
Yeah, I don't know why it stopped. Unless Dump called his last timeout.
It looks like he took his last timeout, but I thought I saw the clock running before he even snapped it. And so this is going to go all the way to the 2-minute warning. And Prime can officially end this with 8 yards, but it's not looking good for Dump right now. I can't imagine Prime puts the ball in the air.
No, I don't think he will. And, you know, unless he, it would be absolutely hilarious as if he caught Dump on one of those zero blitzes.
Yeah.
You know, just to prove a point almost, but I don't think he will.
There it is, and he's going to be stopped. Now, he doesn't even have Gibbs or Springs in on that. It looked like it was McKnight. I don't know if he's just
Joe
decided
McKnight,
he's going to win this game and he
RIP.
doesn't want any injuries. He's brought in his
Yeah.
third string running back. Unless that was maybe it was like his power running. I don't know if he's got it set up that way or who that was. No, it's
It looks
another,
like, no, it's him. What are we?
we're going through all the cameras.
Thought he was about to man up on Williams out there.
So Prime's going to do. You saw him move that slot defender in. I wonder if Prime thinks that it's a zero blitz. And it's gonna be a curl on the other side. And
Yep.
that's gonna do it. So the Lions are gonna move on. He's gonna kneel this out. That'll be the game. Dump can't stop the clock. So we're gonna have Lions against the winner of your next game. You go out,
I'm going doubleheader with ZBD for AJ and Steele. It's going to be a good one.
yeah, Rams Giants. I won't ask you who you think's going to win that one because you're on the call, but I think it's going to be Steele. I think we're on track to another Steele versus Prime NFC Championship game. Last one was a good one. We'll see if he can get by AJ. AJ, I think, got him in the regular season.
Yeah, and AJ's playing well. AJ's had a really good season so far. And, you know, if you're Prime, though, I mean, I think you definitely probably want to play AJ.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
not
he's
Steele.
historically better against AJ. Well, I guess you can't be
Right.
historically better against him because he hasn't lost to Steele either. So
Right, but I think Steele plays him a certain way, and it seems to me that Steele is the one on the NFC side that's getting closer and closer and closer, I think,
Yeah.
to Prime. So we'll see how that goes. But credit to Prime in this one, man. He did exactly what he needed to do to pull this one out. And heck of a season by Dump. You know, he still can't get over the hump of, much like everyone else in the NFC, but I still think he's frustrated with probably how he played Prime in this one, definitely.
Yep. But still one more season after this too. So he's just got to kind of shake this one off and come back having learned something. I mean, really 10 points and you had a bad interception early. Could have been a different game. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, 10 o'clock in about 17 minutes. We got the last of the divisional round coming up. Be sure to tune in to Torque and ZBD to see that one.